But I go with my daughter on trips with the school.
Oh, the field trip.
Oh, okay.
On field trips, I'll chaperone, and I go sometimes, and I volunteer for lunch recess, because that's a mess. There's nobody there doing it.
Right.
So the
Recess,
kids don't get to. They get 10 minutes to eat and 20 minutes to play, and that's it. They're back.
Every day.
It's too crowded.
Back into their cells.
Yeah, it really is like a prison cafeteria. But I went on a trip once to the Botanical Gardens in the Bronx with my kids.
Boar Fest.
Yeah.
Holy plants.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy plants.
That's going to hold a bunch of first graders' attention.
Yeah.
But so we go up there, and we're on a school bus. And it kind of gave me an insight into how the system works, because the school bus, I think of it as like it's the school's bus company. These people drive school buses for the school. It's just a bus that the teacher called in, a yellow bus driven by some idiot. I mean, it's like, so we get on the bus, the guy turns to me, I'm the first parent behind him, and he goes, do you know how to get there? I'm like,
what?
Yeah, he asked me, do you know how to get there? I'm like, no. And he goes, can you find out how to get there? So we're in the West Village.
I never remember stuff like this when I was.
Yeah, so I call up on my phone. I say, just go to the Bronx. We're going to the Bronx. So we're on the West Side Highway, and I call the lady. I call the Bronx Botanical Gardens, and I go, hi, I'm in a school bus full of children on the West Side Highway. I need to know how to get to you. And the lady says, you can't take a school bus on the West Side Highway. That's illegal. And I say this is a true story. I say this to the parent next to me, and she goes, yeah, this is not okay. This is really bad. And it occurs to me, I've never seen any large vehicle on the West Side Highway.
Now that you mention it.
And when it gets up into the Bronx, it's twisty and turny, and it's not okay. And you're forced into a high speed of traffic because it's crazy.
Yeah.
And so we go under an underpass, and I swear to God, we scrape the top of the bus. The whole bus goes and shakes. And I swear to God, the bus driver yells, "Oh,
Yeah.
Oh crap!"
What you yell when that happens?
Yeah. And then the rest of the underpasses, he kind of ducks his own head down, really, like he kind of crouches.
Into the arch in the middle. It's a little higher.
But we got up there, and nobody. I brought waters. I asked the teacher, like, should I get a bunch of bottles of water? And she's like, I guess. And I thought, well, that's because I'm like over parenting. No, it's because she just didn't care if people drank water.
Unbelievable.
And nobody brought sunblock. A lot of kids died. It was really, it really was like.
That just sounds like abuse. Yeah, what the hell?
It was a disaster. But you know what? The kids, we packed these kids, these heated, it was like summertime, these sweltering hot kids, unfed, into a little tiny classroom. They take you to these beautiful places, and then pack you into a classroom, and you have to listen to somebody.
Oh,
but
God.
the woman showed them how a seed becomes a plant.
Yeah.
Totally riveted audience.
Oh, really?
Totally
She
fascinated.
was killing.
Yeah, she was killing. I learned a lot.
About how plants grow.
Well, I didn't know that an apple is food for the seeds inside of it. I thought it.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either, nor do I care now that I do. I hate apples even more now.
I remember field trips when I was a kid, going out on a field trip, and you'd have to get your permission slip, and your parent would sign. But I used to like having my mommy go on there, because I was such a mommy's boy, crybaby, little wimpy girl. I was. And I used to like my mommy to go.
Yeah.
But the really bad thing is, like, I used to make her dress up like a whore.
What?
Like, I really used to make her dress up like a whore.
What do you mean you made her dress up?
Where are those pumps, Mom? Like you'd make her.
No, worse, because it was like the early 70s and stuff. And my mother was she worked in like nightclubs. She was a go-go dancer and stuff like that. Like my mom had it going
Your mother
on.
was a whore then.
Back in those early days.
Yeah.
So I'd go like, could you wear those the knee-high boots and the red patent leather mini skirt? And could you put your hair in pigtails? And I swear she would do all this.
Wow.
She put her hair in pigtails, and all the like kids would be like, oh, "Your mom is so pretty," and I felt like good, like I felt all good. And we went to go see A Good Man, Charlie Brown at Radio City Music Hall. And Mom was a field mother, and she wakes up that morning. We're supposed to leave, and she goes, Anthony, I'm so sick. I'm so sorry. I can't go. I start crying, and she's like, all right, I'll do something. So she's swigging Pepto-Bismol. She was hung over to the point where she's puking. She got a horrible hangover. Now she's got to get on some diesel-y bus, dressed like a slut.
With her daughter's son.
Yeah, with her crying daughter, son. Her boy girls is in the passenger seat. And we get there, and I'm making her,
I thought you meant her daughter's son, like Sarah Palin, like her.
No,
her daughter had a kid, and she was covered.
No, Palin's kid had more dignity than this.
Oh, I was just a drop of a hat, and I was whimpering and weeping as a child. So when she said she couldn't make it, I was just, I lost my mind. She had to go and then get her hair in pigtails and get the friggin' patent leather miniskirt with fishnets on.
Pigtails for mom, huh?
I made her put in the pigtails. Oh, it explains a lot, doesn't it?
No kidding.
No.
What is going on in your head?
God.
What?
Oh, my God. I didn't even make that connection.
The old
said
days.
that. Oh, boy.
Wow. That's so we're backwards.
You think?
Oh, you think?
Well, most people end up screwed up because they were molested by their parents, but you're screwed up because you molested your
I
parents.
was trying to molest my parents.
It's totally opposite.
Yeah. I was trying to molest my mom at the time, I guess.
Wow.
Dressing her up.
Did you like kids' music growing up?
What?
Did you like kids' music growing up, like little children's songs?
Yeah, I think I did.
Ugh.
Like for a certain portion of my life, not like, 12.
3 thirsty mice.
Shut up! You set up bastard.
Set up his own joke.
You set me up, ass. I bombed before with a thirsty mouse joke. Jimmy's really letting me forget it.
Gonna work it the rest of the day.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were. I was like, that's not really that pertinent.
Oh no, believe me, it was Nagasaki all over.